Hello and welcome to Titanium Toss Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Aries. Alright, so this is for any planet or star you have in your chart under Aries. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross watcher, I welcome you with open arms, because heaven knows I was a cross watcher for many a video myself. So I get you and I got you. Now, I will mention the decks I use as I use them. I will also have them in the box below. On top of that, I will mention when it is important for you to use your intuition so that you can become more acquainted with it, so that you know when it is telling you something. Okay? And yes, so that is what I'm going to tell you guys during the reading. And with that being said, my gorgeous Arieses, let's get into your cards. So the first deck I'm going to use is the Radleigh Valentine's. Well, it's Valentine's Fairy Tarot deck. Alright, so please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Arieses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Arieses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides. And you got the Empress. The Empress with the King of Summer at the bottom of the deck. You know what? No, I don't feel like pulling bottom cards. Okay, so now I'm going to use Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle to clarify. Alright, so please, angels and guides. Oh, too many. Anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Arieses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week by clarifying the Empress. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Arieses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Arieses, please come forward and clarify the Empress in the upright. And we have the Maiden. Ooh. Arval Parrot, as well as a collective of pixies. Faf the Footer and Unity. Now, if someone here has a tendency of having unsafe sex, please utilize safe sex this coming week. Alright? And I'll tell you why. First of all, you have the Empress. The Empress is always pregnant. Now, she might not be pregnant with an actual child. She might be pregnant with ideas. So, if you are pregnant with ideas, that's perfectly fine. But notice the child. So maybe you might give birth this week. I don't know your story. Or you might get pregnant. Okay, but in this card, she actually gave birth, has a child who is outside playing in his like crib ish. Might actually be a boy. Why? I don't know why I feel like he is a boy. But, well, you might have a child. You might give birth this week, is what I'm saying. If not, you might get pregnant. That's why I said be extremely diligent with these things. Alright, and the second reason why is because of the Maiden. Now, the Maiden is a child. Well, is a baby. Alright, it literally says on this card, auspicious beginning, joy, hope, birth, and growth. So growth, as in the fetus might grow within you, alright, or in your stomach. I'm talking about women. Also boys, okay, if you don't want to get a girl pregnant, use safe sex. Please, I know it doesn't feel the same, but you gotta be able to take the consequences of your actions. Alright? That's all I'm saying. Right? So be mindful of yourself. Especially, be mindful. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Don't mind me. Next you have Arval Parrot. Maybe you have to voice these things out. Like, if you want to make sure that everything is fine, you need to speak it aloud. Like, girls, mention that. Okay? Mention that you want him to use like contraception, right? Or if you're not sure if he did, all right, get the pill, next day pill or whatever. I can't remember the name. Be certain of it, girls. Come on. Yeah. Okay. I'm just saying, but I mean, that is in case of, but I mean, it sucks. I'm aware of that, but like, don't forget, condoms only work 90% of the time, or 99% of the time. So you have like one, or like less than one, but I don't know about you, but I'd rather be safe. And also, learn how to count your cycle. Okay, girls? I'm just saying, just learn it. It will be very useful in the long run. Also, to get pregnant, it's also useful to know little details. Alright? I'm just letting you know. It is. So, next, you have a collective of pixies. Okay? And a collective of pixies talks of duty, willingness, joyful participation, and virtue. Which is the other reason why I talked about, watch it. Because if you're not careful, you might actually have, you might you might feel like you might feel bound by duty to something, to a group, and maybe you don't want to start a family yet. You might be very young. I know of some. I used to have a fellow classmate in high school who she got. I think she got pregnant. Any case, safe sex, people. Not only for not only against childbirth, but also against, if you're not sure of the person. If you're not sure if they're clean, if you're not sure that they have a strong immune system, make sure you protect yourself, okay? And if you're not certain he is gonna do it, at the very least, go get yourself a feminine condom, okay? At least nothing will come into your uterus. Girls, for reals, this is like important stuff. You don't want your life to be uprooted because some guy left you a present, or a present that keeps on giving. I'm just saying. Okay? Sorry. I felt like I really needed to say that. Now, the next card is Fath the Footer. Okay, I have to write this down. Beware. Where up. I myself made a little mistake this week and last week, so I need to correct my steps at work. And I mean, it's a lot, it's a pretty big mistake. Okay, I'm just saying, getting pregnant and needing to go back on your steps will not be fun. Exactly this thing that I did. Alright? I'm just saying, make sure you check everything. make sure you're safe. Okay? Girls and boys, right? If you're not certain of the girl, if she is promiscuous and she, you know, you really want to date her, you really want to whatever, I don't need to know the story. But if you do, utilize it. I know it's not the best, but for you. Alright, it's for you. I'm just saying. Okay? I'm just saying. Be aware. Take precautions. Yeah. Now, I'm not sure in the order in which it came out, but next you have the Faf the Footer. Yeah, the next one is Faf the Footer. Now, Fafi, alright, as I so lovingly call him, or it, because I don't know if he has a gender, but talks of being real, earthing, grounding, centering. Okay? Yes. So, like, I don't know, like, I'm getting something happens at night or during the weekend, and you're like, ooh, you're all up in the moment, and you're like, oh, I really, you know, I'm very attracted to this person, and the one thing leads to the other, and la-da, you know, stuff happens, and then because you're in the heat of the moment, you don't think of it. But this is when it is of utmost importance to actually think of it. Unfortunately. Next, you have the Unity card. Now, if this doesn't look like a uterus, I don't know what does. That is another reason why I said protect yourself, right? Because this card talks of unity, right? Union, mystical experiences, and spiritual home. I'm just saying. Check yourself. Maybe this lesson might be a kick in the pants by someone, right? To check yourself before you wreck yourself. Okay? I'm just saying. Now, the next set. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Now, I said also be very aware, because, you know, I fell for a very promiscuous man. Turned out I don't know if it was him or if it was like the stress of not having been contacted and whatnot, but something in my metabolism shifted and I started getting cold sores. Now, I don't know who caused what, but I'm just saying, make sure you are aware of what you're doing. Okay? Just saying. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. I got the Ace of Winter. Ace of Winter would be the Ace of Swords in this deck. Now, with the Magician, what? I love it. Now, don't take me like, she's spouting about like abstinence and blah blah blah. I'm not. I'm just saying, make sure you know someone's history and you know what you're getting yourself into, is all I'm saying. And if you don't, make sure that you are protected. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share. And you got It'll Be the Retriever, as well as Epona's Wild Daughter at the bottom of the deck, and the Dark Lady. Now I heard something similar in another reading, that someone was getting pregnant, an Aries, right? And I remember I immediately thought of the one Aries I dated. He did not want kids. And I'm like, ah ha ha. Serves you right. You know? Well, it serves you right, as in by not paying attention, and I think he was a player, so serves you right for not being honest. And well, I come from a monogamous family, so I would tend to vote for that, right? I don't know what you're doing, and I don't say anything. That's just me. But like, there's some polygamous families who knowingly get into it, and that's perfectly fine. They're okay with it. But there are some men who, quote unquote, say they want a monogamous relationship, but don't. I'm just saying, watch yourself. See? The Empress with the watch it before, check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's all I'm saying. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my the Three of Wands wanted to come out, but I put it back in, so if it comes out, okay, this is just like too much. Well, a lot of cards want to come out and talk for y'all's, which is amazing. Where did y'all come from? Okay. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides. Okay, and we got the Seven of Winter, pointing towards the right. Interesting factoid. Well, it's not a fact, but interesting nonetheless. So, now to clarify. Wait, I just want to see what's at the bottom of the deck. No. Okay. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share what they should expect. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides. And you got Iris of the Rainbow. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. With Undressing with Salad. And the Journeyman, as well as the Fairies of the Future. Wow. Okay, so now did I even mention what the... No, I did not. Okay, so the Ace of Winter, alright, talks of don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately, amazing new ideas that should be implemented. It's a whole new idea. It's a new concept. It's a new whatever, right? And then you have the Magician. Now, the Magician, alright, talks of you can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. Yay! I think the Magician is also Aries to some extent. Now, cards clarifying that are it'll be the Retriever. Now, it'll be talks of Office of Unclaimed Properties, Hopes, Wishes, Loyalties. So it is what you. So you're getting a new idea of what you can do in order to manifest what it is you want, and that thing that you want is that thing that you are, for which you are very you're loyal, and it has been in your hopes and wishes for a very long time, right? For example, so for those of you who don't want to get pregnant, alright, physically pregnant, I suggest that you take the necessary precautions. For those for whom you want to, I feel like this is I feel like you are more fertile. Yeah, fertile this week. So keep that in mind as well. Alright. Now, the next card is Epona's Wild Daughter. Now, Epona's Wild Daughter talks of inner shadow, nightmare, depression, madness, and growth. Yes. Okay. So, I feel like these things are going to allow you to, you know, expand your mind. Yeah. And what? I need a clarifier for that. Okay. So, please, angels and guides, anyone with the highest good who has a message for my Aries is, please come forward and share why Epona's Wild Daughter is here, clarifying the Ace of Winter and the Magician. Please, angels and guides, anyone with the highest good who has a message. You have the ring. The ring. The ring. And yet another indication that there is going to be a union of some sort. If it's not in the womb, it is a union of ideas. Well, on this card, for the meaning, it says the basic meaning of this card is partnership, marriage, contracts, agreements, something that runs in circles, cyclically, recurring, representative, or always repetitive. Situations or things that are interconnected. In general, the meaning is relationships or repetition, running in circles. Am I reading myself? Am I rereading things? Running in circles, legal documentation, military service, mandatory, chronic, liability, a strong bond between two people, creating a mutual foundation. Feeling connected, staying together on the basis of commitment and not for the sake of love. Get others excited about your ideas, strengthen your relationships, bring something to conclusion that has been lived for years, but also returning to the starting point. Relationships grow and change over time. In long-term relationships, remember the actual relationship. So Epona's Wild Daughter. Inner shadow, nightmare, depression, madness, and growth. So the relationship, I feel, is growing. So, I mean, what I'm getting from this is that maybe you won't actually get pregnant. Maybe someone will have the spark of an idea within them that tells them that, hey, maybe it's time for me to get, for us to go to the next level. I'm not sure, but it could just mean, uniting. It could also mean that you have gotten to the next step in your relationship, right? Yeah. Now, the next card is the Dark Lady. Now, the Dark Lady, alright, talks of unconscious powers, wisdom, rituals, mysteries, secrets. Now, let me do that one more time. So, please, angels and guides. Well, the first thought I got was that someone's using a secret method to get something. Might be you, or it might be the crosswatcher. Okay, so please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good, got the cross. The cross. The idea hey, if it's ladies, men or ladies, okay, be certain that this is not to check yourself, guys, because I feel like one of you, okay, the lady might get pregnant on purpose in order to, like, secure your staying with her. Yeah. And for that lady, okay, so ladies, if you're the one doing it, I also have to say that what if he isn't, like, maybe he does it by obligation, but he doesn't actually do it by volition, like by wanting it. So he does it because he's got responsibility, but he'll fly solo even without it anyway. Okay, he'll go do things behind your back with that, like, anyway. So again, check yourself before you wreck yourself. It's very interesting reading. The card represents fate, strain, burden, or karma. Faith, religion, suffering, purpose, devoted, taking advice. Take my advice. Sacrifice yourself for the common good. Represent religious views. Bear your cross. Taking on pending tasks. Continuing education and learning, taking the initiative. You can accept your destiny or change it. It is up to you. The cross shows you primarily where your habits and behaviors have brought you. You can accept it or not. If not, you have to change your old beliefs to make a change. In older explanatory models, this card is always the fate card combined with immutability karma. But we live in times of quantum physics, and that means there is no time here. How can there be karma without time? Or is it rather our innermost beliefs that make things happen in our lives? When is karma compensated? Exciting questions. In any case, you should pay attention to this card. If you want to find old and deadlock ways of thinking within yourself. Yet again, I say, check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's all I'm saying. Haha. Right? Because or else, I mean, check yourself to gain more wisdom about yourself. Check yourself in order to gain more power and wisdom about yourself, right? Things that you didn't know you had. So yet again, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Now, the 7 of Winter pointing towards the right, which means first of all, cards pointing towards the right to me mean that they're happening quickly or they're happening in the future. How deep a future, I have no clue, but if you continue doing everything the way you've been doing it up to this point, it's definitely going to come to pass. Alright, now, this card says there's a better choice, not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. Girls and boys who are about to do something without being safe because your hormones and those things are telling, and pheromones are telling you, do it, right? Think twice. Do what I do when I'm being impulsive. Stop, think, and go. I mean, I get it, it's not easy. But if you want to bring a child into this world with the wrong person can be detrimental. I know it's fun. I know the act of it might be fun. But if you're not doing the necessary precautions in order to make sure that you are protected, both male and female, okay, don't do it, because there is a better choice. You might not see it right now because you don't see the scope of, you don't see into the future. Okay? When pheromones and hormones are involved, no one can see the future. We are impulsive. Okay? So just check yourself before you wreck yourself, and remember one thing. Stop, think, and go. And that takes a little bit of practice. I must say, alright, when you're impulsive, and you're not really thinking of everything. So keep that in mind, please. Alright, you can do whatever you want, but I'm just telling you, watch it. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. I think that is going to be the title of this reading. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Watch it. Right? Alright. So with the 7 of Winter, okay, we have Iris of the Rainbow, which talks of hope and promise for the future. So if you do check yourself before you wreck yourself, you make sure that the person you're having that intercourse with is the one who wants to stick around and who is clean and who has your best interest at heart. Do it. Because that will be the winning ticket. Okay? Now, why is the I'm just saying with salad card here? So please, ooh. Okay, we got the house. Alright, so the house is number 4. Okay, first of all, alright, the Unjusting with Salad talks of balance, avoiding extremes, achieving the impossible, being impossible. And notice how the blue, I call him the Smurf. Notice how the Smurf is trying to balance 2 pearls, right? And the people in the background are, the way I see it, they're like the little dudes that are in Mario who like scurry around at the bottom of the screen. They are also holding like pearls. Maybe they're playing a game, like a sports event, a sporting thing, and the Smurf is the referee. And so I've gotten the balance thing for sure, but the referee part, nah. Last time I saw this card, I was talking about entertaining. Right, because it talks about achieving the impossible and being impossible. Now, why? So the clarifying card is the house. Now the house stands for stability, the foundation, possibility of possibly a real house, the family, authority, consistency, or a home that makes you feel comfortable. Trustworthy, safe. The card represents the place of residence or simply the foundation in your life. In the health sector or in questions regarding health, the house can stand for one's own body. Okay, so well, first of all, I feel like, given the explanation I gave prior, alright, about like the possibility of someone not being like honest and picking the right partner and making sure that they're clean and blah 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 before doing something rational, okay, I get that. If you do all these steps and you vet the person and you vet them properly, it will turn out that this person is the specific person, this perfect person. But if you don't vet them properly, something's gonna go awry. Okay, so yet again, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Vetting. Okay. Then you have the journeyman. Now, the journeyman talks of adventure, independence, polishing of skills, and travel. Now this to me is like the fool. So when you vet prior to doing anything, alright, when you first vet the person and you vet them well, okay, not saying put them through a questionnaire, but which is actually one of the things I need to do later this week in regards to that mistake I made at work. But when you vet people, okay, you make sure that they are specifically the right people and blah blah blah, alright, you'll be able to go on an adventure with them. You'll be able to be in the right place at the right time with the right conditions and blah blah blah. Everything is gonna go swimmingly well, and this is going to be an amazing adventure you are so happy to do. Then you have the fairies of the future, which is very apropos or very well to do, because fairies of the future talk of be here now, guidance forward moving. So basically, if you vet this person properly and they check all the boxes and everything's hunky-dory, this is your person. But if you don't do it properly, life is gonna go to hell in a handbasket. So vet them and vet them well is all I can say. Now for the last set. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And I got the 2 of spring. Oh my lord, that is amazing. 2 of spring with the 9 of winter. And the world. And the justice. And the star. Okay. Ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Where is this coming from? I don't know. Okay. Now, to clarify. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries. Why are all these cards here for the 4th set? Please, angels and guides. Too many. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries. Why are all these cards here? Are all these cards here for the 4th set? Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries. Please come forward and share what they should expect. And you have Jehovah with the Singer of Healing, as well as the Piper at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. Okay, so you got the 2 of Spring. So if you make the right choice, if you vet them properly, excuse me, it is going to be very productive teamwork, which is going to be very good, right? Because the card talks of a bright future manifested through hard work and creativity, partnering with others who share your dreams, great progress being made. Yep. Then you have the 9 of Winter. Now the 9 of Winter, alright, talks of unfounded fears, focusing on worst case scenarios, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problems. Yes. Out of proportion to the problem. I feel like this partnership... Wait. This is weird. Wow. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share why the 9 of Winter is here in the upright for my Aries. Please come forward and share why this card is here for my Aries. Please, angels and guides. And you got the letter. Okay. So, the letter talks of the basic meaning, messages, phone calls, emails, SMS, WhatsApp, documents, or communication in any form, as well as superfluous. As a time factor, this card stands for short term. Something in passing by. Something is passing by. News is on the way. Love letters, positive messages, non-commitment, superficial relationship. Superficial relationship. There we go. That's why. So, maybe... Okay, so at the beginning, it feels like an amazing connection. You feel completely in sync with this person. Everything seems to be going well. And then they ghost. And then they ghost. And you're like, well, where did this come from? I thought we were having a great time. What's going on? Right? Ghosting. What? When? How? Why? What? Is what I'm getting. Next, you have the World card. Now, the World card talks of a brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. So I feel like you're going to learn a very important lesson with this less than favorable outcome. Yeah, so sometimes Spirit can be very harsh in their lessons. But, you know, it's okay. It's all meant for you to learn and expand as a soul. Then you have the Hermit. Now the Hermit talks of find or be a mentor, take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. I feel like this is saying, right, instead of doing what I did, which was concentrate on the person that ghosted me, instead of doing that, okay, throw yourself in your work or throw yourself in something else. Like, don't think about it. Don't think about it. Or at least avoid thinking about it by doing something else, in order to get your mind off of things. Because it says find or be a mentor, take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. Yep. Then you get Justice. Now Justice, alright, talks of, that's the Libra card, by the way, which if you aren't aware of this, you guys are like the opposite sign of Libra. Like we both have 6 months apart. So, I mean, between Aries and Libra, or Libra and Aries, there's like 6 months. So, it says, take the time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decision. If you're looking for a way to get out of something, you'll figure it out. You'll find it, right? Maybe you were too harsh. Maybe you acted too quickly. That's what I'm getting. Then you have the Star card. Now, once you find that thing that is going to be your ticket out, I feel like, well, the only way to find that thing that is going to be your ticket out, and I don't know how this is related, but it is because it came out. It says, look to the future with hope and optimism. The Star, that is, which is Aquarian energy, by the way. It says, look to the future with hope and optimism. The power of faith to move mountains. Happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. What did I say? You're going to find the way. You're going to figure it out how to break free. I'm free. Free falling. Yeah. So you're going to break free. And you'll figure it out. Right? One of the ways to make sure that you'll figure it out is by first feeling hope and optimism. Alright? The power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. A little clue of how to manifest what you want. First, feel the emotion you'd feel if you had it. Okay? And I'm not saying that it's going to be easy. I'm not saying it's going to be quick. What I'm saying is that if you keep that in mind, it is definitely going to happen. Okay? Yeah. Now, the clarifying cards. Alright, are Jehovah, which talks of unreal hazard, realistic caution, and unreal hazard. So, it's basically, that is, I feel, in regards to the 9 of winter, which is check yourself before you wreck yourself. In here, right? Unreal hazard, realistic caution, imaginary fears, all up in here. Well, I'm pointing here, but I don't know where the mind is. I think the mind is energy. Yeah. So, it's in your field. Then you have the Singer of Healing. Now, the Singer of Healing, alright, I feel is related to the World card. Because when you complete the cycle, when you've learned something that helps you complete the cycle, you'll be able to heal from this situation, like I did from mine. Alright, and once you do heal from it, you become stronger than you were prior. Okay, so that is for that. And then you have the Piper, which talks of music, order, harmony, seduction, and empathy. I feel like seduction is what you were, and I feel like now you found the order, like a musical tune that you need to play in order to have people do what you, in order to find your way, in order to get out of this sticky wicket that you found yourself in here. Alright? So, my gorgeous Arieses, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this, and if you like me go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below. And please like, share, subscribe, and comment on this video. I love comments. I do. I read them all. I may not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous Arieses, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye!